All right. Greetings, fellow grade 8. So now what we are going to be focusing on today, we are going to be understanding what is equations, right? Or we are going to be understanding equation, or rather linear equation, right? So now, firstly, I think it's fundamentally important that before we do anything, we start by understanding what actually the word equation itself means, right? So basically, the word, or rather an equation is a statement in maths where your left-hand side is equals to your right-hand side, right? So an equation is a statement. It is going to be a statement in maths where your left-hand side, is equals to your right-hand side, right? So this means left-hand side, this means right-hand side, right? So now, for example, I know this might not make sense, right? So now, for example, let's say now you are having, if you are having, let's say, 5 plus your 3. 5 plus your 3 is the same as 1 plus your 7, right? So, which means actually this side, your left-hand side, is equals to your right-hand side, right? So, which means what we are hoping to achieve when we are doing equation is to make sure that your left-hand side, you are going to have the value that is equals to your right-hand side, right? So basically, that is going to be what is equation, right? So now there are many things that you can do. Now, for example, you can solve equation by inspection. So when we say inspection, it's basically by just looking at this particular problem, you can solve it by inspection, or you can solve it using the actual mathematical calculations, right? Now, so now, for example, let's say now you are given that you have x, let's say x plus your 3 gives you your 8. So basically, no, to understand this, so they are saying which value in this side, let's use this color, in this side you must have, so that it gives you your product of 8, right? So which value or which number you need to have as your x, so that it when you add it with 3, it gives you your 8. Are we together? So that's why I'm saying you can simply solve this by inspection, right? So which means now you can solve this by inspection, or you can solve this using mathematical calculations, right? So what is it that you can do? Now, to solve this, you can now take this particular 3 here, and distribute it, or take it this side. Are we together? And whenever a number jumps an equal side, it changes the side, right? So this is going to be same as x is equals to 8. And when you take this 3, this side is going to be -3. Remember why it becomes -3? Because here it was +3, right? So it's going to become -3. So which means x is going to be equals to what? 8 subtract your 3, which is going to be 5, right? So which means the value that you need this side, so that it becomes your 8. So the value that you need this side, so that this side becomes your 8, is what? Is your 5. Are we together? So now, and surely by inspection, you can actually see in terms of which value you can add 3, so that you get your value of your 8. Are we together? So hopefully now this makes sense. Now, so now let's prove whether is your left-hand side is equals to your right-hand side now. So which means this is going to be 5 plus your 3, which is equals to 8. Now, is indeed 5 plus 3 gives you your 8? Yes, so this is same as 8 is equals to 8. So therefore, indeed, your left-hand side is equals to your right-hand side. Are we together? So now, therefore, this is what you are going to do by when you are going to solve for your equations, right? Now, and therefore this is going to be called a linear equation, right? Because you only have one solution, or you have only one answer. You have one answer to make this statement to be what? This statement to be true altogether. So therefore, this if you had one answer, you only have one answer to make this statement to be true. Therefore, this is going to be your linear equation altogether. So this is therefore going to be categorized, or this is going to be known as your linear equation, right? So now let's try and find much more things that we can do to see in terms of are we in a position to now use equation to solve. Now let's say now I give you the linear equation, right? Now let's say I give you linear equations. And remember, a linear equation is basically that one particular value or that solution that you get to make the statement to be true, right? So basically, we are saying this is so now to define this linear equation, right? It can be defined by one solution, or it is one solution that make the entire equation, or that makes the entire statement to be true altogether. So that is going to be your linear equation. And now your linear equation is usually given by ax plus b, which is equals to your 0, right? So this a to the power of 1, which means now you are going to solve for these variables in order to get what is going to be one solution for that particular value, right? So now let's see in terms of what can we do. Now let's say now you are given, they say now solve for x. Now they want you to solve for x, right? So now number one, let's say you are given that you have x subtract 5, which is equals to 10. What is it that you are going to do now here? Now remember, I said firstly, what you're going to do, you're going to group like terms. How can you group like terms? You're going to take this 5 here and you bring it this side, right? So when you bring it this side, remember this 5 here is negative. So whenever it jumps, an equal sign is going to be negative, right? So this is going to be x is equals to 10. Now plus what? This is going to be 10 plus your 5. So therefore, this your value of your x is going to be same as what? Your value of your x now is going to be your 15 altogether. So your value of your x is going to be given by your 15 altogether. Now let's look at number 2. Now let's look at number 2 in terms of what can we have. Now let's say you have x plus your 5 now is equals to negative 10. Now notice that this is different because now this is not a positive 10 just like we had here. This is negative 10. So what is it that you're going to do? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to say x here is going to be equals to negative 10, and this is plus 5. So when you take plus 5 this side, what is it that you're going to have? You're going to have negative 5. So now this is going to be x is equals to negative 5 minus negative 10 minus 5. This is going to give you negative 15 altogether. So which means your solution here is going to be your negative 15 altogether. So it is important now to understand this. So to make left-hand side to be equal to your right-hand side, your x must be your 15 altogether. Now let's look at number 3 in terms of what is it? Which value can we get in order to make this to be true? Now let's say now you have 2x is equals to 10. Now this is very much important to understand. Now what is it that you are going to do now here? Now remember, it is important to take notes. Now this is same as 2x altogether. So this is same as 2 multiplied by x. So therefore, for you to get what is going to be your value of your x here, right? So, and remember, whenever you are having a positive, to solve for your positive, you are going to take it this other side and then it becomes negative, right? So now in this case, you have a multiplication sign, right? So to get rid of the multiplication sign, you need to divide altogether. So which means now what is it that you are going to do here? So which means you are going to divide on both sides, right? So when you divide both sides, you are going to divide by what? By 2 and by 2. So that these 2 and these 2 cancel this one, so that you can have what? So that you can have your x this side, right? So this is going to be x is equals to 10 divided by 2. And what is going to be 10 divided by 2? 10 is going to be equals to 5. So which means actually your x must be 5 so that your left hand side is equal to your right hand side, right? So let's just prove this to make sure that this is important. This is possible, right? So which means this is same as 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Look, what is 2 multiplied by 5? This is 10, which is equals to 10. So indeed your left hand side is equals to your right hand side. Altogether. So therefore, you have successfully, solved this, right? So please note, it is important that you note that whenever you have an operation sign of multiplication sign, to get rid of an operation of multiplication sign, you need to divide. And whenever you have a division sign, you move back to what? To multiplication sign. Altogether. Now, hopefully this makes sense.